Hello everyone and welcome back to Diginews, the weekly series where we talk about everything that happened in the past week in the Digimon card game. At the start it was looking like a very slow news week, but in the end it ended up being quite a lot of information coming out from Bandai, and so let's get straight into the topics. Store Championships Round 2 has been revealed, showcasing brand new alt arts for the TCG. The second advanced deck has also been revealed, featuring Terriermon and Lopmon. Digimon Gen Con event has also been revealed, showcasing early access to the new starter deck and also a brand new alt art. And Double Pack Set 01 has been revealed, a brand new bundle product that features packs and a promo. Anyways, let's get straight into the first topic, which is going to be the Store Championships Round 2. So we've only just got the brand new Store Championships a couple of months back, but Bandai are not completely done. They've decided to do something called Wave 2, which includes a bunch of brand new promos, but it's still the same structure. It's very similar to the first version, obviously, just with different promos essentially. Anyways, here is the promos that are going to be in Wave 2. Personally, I think a lot of these are a bit of a huge miss in my opinion. A lot of these cards are just really old at this point and are not very relevant at the moment. Sure, cards like Cool Boy and Sorai are going to be seeing a little bit more play in the future or right now, but a lot of the other cards are just a little bit random and they just don't really fit the product at this point. For me, I think it's a store championship, so it should be cards that are, related to the store, like championship, like all the meta decks that are being played currently in the current format. We don't see a lot of those, if at all. So I think cards like that they should recommend, especially in like this format, if they were going to do a different wave, I guess. I would recommend stuff like Chaos Dramon, Emperor Greymon, something from the Hunters deck, Bloom Lordmon. I think these cards should be considered for stuff for like store championships and not cards like Hongo and other cards like that. I just don't think it really fits the bill. I think they've also messed up quite a bit here, especially with the US audience. If you don't know, previously to get an invite to regionals in US and Canada, you had to play through store championships to get an invite, and that's been scrapped and it still hasn't been added back into the Wave 2. So I think, even though I don't really like this invite system to regionals in Europe and other countries, you only have to just show up to the regionals. So I think either they add the invites back to the store championships, or they just scrap it all together, similar to what they do in Europe, and just go to an event. So those are just my opinions though. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. So due to leaks from distributors, we've actually got official confirmation that this second advanced deck will feature Lopmon and Terriermon. If you're not aware of what the advanced deck is, it's essentially a more, competitive, more bigger package of a normal starter deck, but it includes a bunch of other stuff. This was the Beelsmon one back a couple of months ago. In this case, we have similar build-up of the contents of this. We have a full deck, we have some side promo cards, so I assume similar to like the Gilmon, the X-Antibody, alt art, stuff like that. We also have sleeves, which are very nice. I know a lot of people like the sleeves, and a memory gauge. It also has a brand new addition in the bonus pack. And the bonus pack is very interesting. It's essentially a pack that has one of 6 alternate art cards from the deck. I think that's kind of an interesting thing. They say it's because they want to get repeat purchases for this product, but in my opinion, I don't think it's really going to do that. I just think it's a bit of a non-point. It also has the chance to be a lucky variant, which is similar to the Beelsmon, where the Beelsmon was on this like purple background. You can also get that here in this advanced deck. If I'm being honest, I think this is a really good choice from Bandai. I think Alliance is something that a lot of people have been kind of surprised at in the TCG, and I like the fact that it's getting even more support in the future, and I think it also fits the bill quite a lot here as well, because Beelsmon was in a similar situation where it was a decent deck, but it was nowhere near where it could be, and the advanced deck really helped build up that strategy. I think there are some things that are missing with the Alliance deck at the moment, which can easily be filled from an advanced deck. And I'm going to go over some things that I feel are missing that I think we could potentially see in this advanced deck. I think one of the things that we definitely do need to see in this new advanced deck is a brand new tamer. Probably going to get a new tamer anyways due to the fact that advanced deck also featured a tamer. But I think what this deck is really missing is a way to gain an advantage for using Alliance. And I think one of the things that is actually very easy to fix with this deck is just an in-house set to free tamer. I think that actually helps quite a lot. You already see people using Mimi in these decks, and so I think its own archetypal one will be very useful. And then it also has like additional effect. The one that I thought of was that if a card is suspended, you get to draw a card. If it's suspended due to Alliance, you also get to gain 1 memory. Helps the deck quite a lot because sometimes you are kind of just like 1 memory off from doing a big play, and I think this would help a lot. One of the arguably the most important thing this deck really needs at the moment is a brand new level 6 target. The Cherubimons are obviously decent, but they don't really fit the archetype in my opinion. The purple and green one feels like more of a combo variant, which you can go into Ordainmon, which, while it is very interesting and cool when you get to pull it off, I don't think is really the idea of the deck. And the yellow and green one, which allows you to do DP reduction, I think is also very interesting, but the deck doesn't really have that either, so it just feels like the current level 6s that you have are a little bit throwaway. So I think a brand new Cherubimon would be very good in this situation. Maybe something that if it uses Alliance, you're able to play out a couple of level 3s for free. I think that would be a very good way to help the bottom end of the deck, so you can build up another Alliance stack on the following turn, and you're able to get some searches with the Lotmon and the Terriermons, and I think overall this would really help the deck and maybe even put it to a higher tier on the current tier list. Another thing, and I think this is probably the one that's not going to happen, is a way to play out one of the tamers for free or for very cheap. Currently, like hard playing the current tamer or maybe a brand new tamer is a little bit difficult to do with the deck, because the current one essentially you play for 4 and you only get the benefits on the following turn. Now obviously when you do get those benefits, it's very nice, but it just feels very slow. So I think if a level 4 or a level 5 after using Alliance can play out one of the tamers, I think that would be a really good payoff for the deck. Also keep you in the game for longer and also provides a lot of bonuses, which I think can easily work out in the deck. However, those are just my opinions on what I would like to see in this advanced deck. Let me know what you guys think about the Lotmon and Terriermon starter or advanced deck even in the comment section down below. And yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting deck once we get to see some of the leaks that happen with. The next topic is going to be about Gen Con. I'm not 100% sure what Gen Con fully is, but I'm pretty sure it's a convention that is happening in the US. And I have decided to do some, I guess, events there. I think they're doing like an Ultimate Cup, regionals, a lot of them as well. I think there's like around 6 events going on at Gen Con. And what they've decided to do is actually bring all their card games along to do some demos for stuff like Digimon obviously, but also One Piece, Dragon Ball, and I think there's another one, I'm not 100% sure. The cool thing that is to note about this actually is the fact that you're able to demo the brand new starter decks. Now they're not the full starter decks obviously, but they are a chunk of what you are expected to see in the new starter decks coming out very soon. If you're also in attendance and you decide to play one of these demos, you're able to get a brand new OR of the BT11 or BT12 even, sorry, Beamon. I'm not gonna lie, this artwork looks very, very beautiful. I wish I could have this right now because I would love to play it in Imperial, but that is one of the things that you do get for going to one of these demo events. And it's also important to know that these demo decks that they are showcasing at Gen Con will also be released, I believe, at local stores at a later point. They say that on the website. We don't know how that's going to happen or anything like that. It is something that they've noted. They've also mentioned that other large-scale events are going to have more Digimon or Bandai representation in general, so you can able to test out other Bandai games. And I think that's also going to allow you to play the demo decks, also get the VMon. I'm glad that Bandai are expanding a little bit, you know, providing a little bit more demos for people that might not be able to play or not playing at the moment, or, you know, a little bit interested but are a little bit confused to where to start. I'm glad that they're doing more of this. I think it's something that they desperately need, and demo deck, going to a store to do like some demo days or something like that, is a very, very good way of getting new people to play the game. And I think that's one of the things that this game desperately needs. I don't really see many new people coming to play Digimon anymore. It's just kind of like people just continue to play Digimon, so having a brand new avenue for people to come play is definitely something that I do enjoy and hope that they do more of in the future. And finally, we have the last product that we're going to talk about today, which is Double Pack 1. And we've had these similar products before. It was called the Premium Pack Set 1, which featured 4 booster packs and 2 promo cards. Those were the Rise Greymon that allows you to play a Tamer for free. Pretty decent promo, if I'm going to be honest, and you got 2 of them, which is very nice. While it never really stuck as a product, because they never really did anything like this again, I kind of do like these types of products, because essentially you're able to get a bunch of booster packs that aren't part of like a booster pack, booster box pool. If you don't know, like, one of the reasons why, for example, Yu-Gi-Oh! And I believe Pokemon does it a little bit, where they go for like blister packs over normal packs, is because you don't know what you're going to get. They're not part of a booster box. So I think there is a bit of interest in those kind of products, and I definitely like it for that reason as well. You're able to either get Crazy a lot, where you get like 2 secrets, or like 2 alt arts, or you might not get anything at all. It's a lot more fun, in my opinion, than looking at a box that already has set parameters and all that kind of stuff. So they're doing it again with BT14 Blast Ace, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it's a little bit disappointing. So for $10, you're able to get 2 booster packs and a promo card. We have no idea what the promo cards are, but what I'm going to assume is that it might be the 6 alternate art cards that are being revealed for, I believe, BT14. Because like the Lugamon and other cards, I'll put them on the screen right now for you. But yeah, I think those are probably what the alt art's going to be. And if they are that, pretty cool. But $10? I don't know. The idea of like a special edition is that you're getting way more value for the money that you spend. For example, Yu-Gi-Oh! Understood this very well, because when they released special editions, they released them for £10, and you got 3 booster packs and like 1 or 2 reprint cards. And they always sold out very quickly, because it's cheaper than buying 3 packs on their own, and you also get a nice little bonus as well. I think if they wanted to make this work, I think they need to add 3 packs, keep it at $10 or £10, and also just like make sure the promo card is worth going for, because that's one of the things that failed with Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. If the promo card wasn't good, they ended up not really selling. For example, one of the best special editions that they ever printed was Order of Chaos. I know this is a little bit outside of Digimon, but essentially you were able to get 1 of 2 cards. I think the other one was like something that was in Order of Chaos, but the other one was Effect Veiler. And Effect Veilers were going for a lot of money, and they were being played a lot in the competitive game. To the point where the special edition costs more than the special edition themselves. I think if we're able to do that in this set, you'll be onto a winner. At the moment, I'm a little bit iffy about it. I don't think paying 2 packs and an alt art is worth $10 or £10. If you up the packs to 3, it will definitely be worth it, and they will sell out very quickly. But that is just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. We avoided it last week, but this time they're not avoiding it this week. We've got worst take, and arguably the worst thing that's happened in the community or in the game at the moment is the fact that they keep on going with these store championships. Bad products. Yep, it's going to be Bandai again. No one said anything crazy this week, but Bandai have done some just questionable things. Like I said in the block for the store championships, I think they really need to fix and like understand what a store championship is. Is it going to be just a modified like tournament that you have every week, or is it going to be something a little bit more prestigious, a little bit more special? And that is going to be very important for them to understand, because, for example, the store championship packs are meta relevant cards. You're going to be seeing more people compete at these store championships because they want the cards. Sure, there are going to be cards that people want from the wave 2, or most of them are just random and people don't really want them. Not to mention that there are gold cards which people don't like already. They're okay with the stamps, but overall, I don't think people really enjoy the gold cards. And also, they've got to fix this invite system. Obviously, this is not just about store championships anymore, but they need to figure out what they are doing. Are they going to provide invites to events? Are they going to, change the system altogether? They need to understand what makes a store championship. And I think Bandai really do not understand what a store championship is. Also, the latest product in the double pack, it's just confusing to me. Obviously, these things are going to sell anyways because, let's face it, it's 2 packs, an OR, and people will really enjoy the ORs. However, it can do so much better, and I think Bandai knows this because it's obviously worked in the past with the premium set as well, where they got 4 packs for below the retail price in the box. So it's a very confusing thing, and I don't think Bandai completely understand themselves. But all I'm going to say is that Bandai, you can do better. I mean, look at the stuff that's happening in One Piece. If you do store championships, you get brand new alt art cards. These beautiful cards. Like, I'm going to put one, I think it's the Luffy store championship card here. I don't know if this is an alt art that exists already. Surely you'd want to win this more than this or Dine one. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And if you think back to the old store championships, the thing that you won was a Gallant One alt art. It wasn't gold or anything like that. It was a completely different art and it was prestigious. It felt good to win. I think Bandai really need to figure out a lot of things with their game, especially at a tournament level and maybe even a product level, because they had the premium Bandai Boulder. They'll probably sell that at some point anyways, but Folder, and then also the store championships. I think these 2 things are kind of meh, and I think you've got the worst take this week, Bandai. Anyways, that has been this week's episode of Diginews. I'm going to be honest, like, hearing you guys' feedback and the love for this series just makes working on this very special. I was expecting this to be a very slow news week, especially after the brand new set reveals of BT15, EX5 leaks, like limited pack, like all these things. I wasn't really expecting a lot of news this week, but it seems like it keeps on coming out, and hopefully over the next couple of weeks we'll see more about EX5, BT15, and even more. And if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed Diginews, please do like and subscribe to the channel. Every week we're doing Diginews, it seems, unless Bandai decide to not release anything. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.